Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another top 5 glute exercises video. However, in today's video I'm going to be showing my top 5 kettlebell glute exercises. So before we get into the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is Built Bar. So if you've been following me for the past few months, then you know by now that Built Bar is my absolute favorite protein bar company yet because 1, the macros are insane, they're low in sugar, high in protein, and 2, the texture is so good. They don't have like that weird gritty texture that most protein bars have, if you know what I mean. But today, April 20th through the 23rd, they are releasing their coconut brownie chunk flavor. And like I said, it is a limited edition and they will sell out fast because they're so yummy. So make sure you guys run, don't walk to the description box down below so you also can get 10% off. Also, I definitely recommend following them on their social pages because they actually will show you how they make it, and they also will give you all the updates on all the limited edition flavors. Alright, so now let's get into the video. So the first exercise that I want to talk about is the kettlebell swing. And so if you guys watch my top 5 overall glute exercises video and the top 3 glute burnout videos, which I'll also leave a link down below too, by the way, then you know that I absolutely love the kettlebell swing so much because I truly believe this has changed the game for my glute growth. Glute growth, for some reason, is always a tongue twister for me. So like I said, this exercise is going to really engage your glutes the most because this is a hip hinge movement. So if you want to compare this to the hip thrust, it is basically the same thing. So like I said, this is going to be the game changer for your glute growth. And so when performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're bending at the knees and sending your glutes back rather than squatting it, if that makes sense. And so when you come up from the movement, then you also want to make sure that you are squeezing those glutes so that it connects your mind to your muscle. The next exercise that I want to talk about is the goblet squat. And so while this will target your glutes, this is a perfect compound movement as well because this will also target your upper body since you are holding the kettlebell near your chest. And so to target your glutes, however, you want to make sure that you are slightly wider than hip width and that you're leaning slightly forward and that you're pushing through your heels because all of those pointers are so important because if you don't do them, you will feel it in your quads. So the main goal on doing this exercise is to obviously engage your glutes the most. Another tip I would definitely recommend when trying to activate your glutes the most is to go slow and controlled during this exercise and really focus on that mind to muscle connection with your glutes. So the next exercise I've talked about in some of my other videos, especially my 6 lunge variations video, and this is the side or lateral lunge. And so this exercise is not only going to target your glutes, but it's also going to target your hip abductors. So if you're really trying to target that outer glute, this exercise is perfect for it. So when performing this exercise, your stance should be wider than hip width. I would say a sumo stance, maybe even a little bit wider than sumo stance, but you also want to make sure that when you're actually lunging to the side, your knee does not go over your toes. Your knee has to be aligned with your toes. And if that's happening, you definitely want to come in terms of your stance. Another little reminder is to keep the non-lunging leg straight and to push through your heels to really activate those glutes. So the next exercise is again one of my absolute favorites, and I know I've said that 100 times, but I even actually have this in my 8-week glute guide that I have on my website, little plug there, because I swear by it. If you are trying to get that heart-shaped booty, add this to your workout because, again, this is going to target your outer glutes. So when performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're holding the kettlebell on the lunging side because that is obviously your working side and you need the weight on the working side, if that makes sense. And also, again, you want to push through your heels to really activate those glutes. So I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but I am having some trouble with my balance because this isn't like if you were performing it using a Smith machine or a barbell. This is using just one kettlebell on one side. So this is really going to work that core and really work your balance. But one thing that really helped me from time to time is holding out the arm that's not holding the kettlebell, if that makes sense. So if you actually rewind or backtrack like 30 to 40 seconds, you can actually see me doing that a couple times in the beginning of this exercise. Also, peep that side roll right there. Yep. That is just a reminder that no matter how many times you work out, you will still have rolls. Everyone has rolls, and that you are still so beautiful. So keep that as a reminder, ladies. So the last exercise is a real sweaty one because this is going to be 2 exercises into 1. So this is the Romanian deadlift into Goblet Squat. And so when performing the RDL, you want to make sure that you have a slight bend in your knee, hinging at the hips, keeping your torso, aka your back and your neck, neutral. Again, keep your back and neck neutral. And then when you perform the deadlift, come up, kind of throw the kettlebell in a way and catch it, and then go right into a goblet squat, as I mentioned earlier in the video. This is also an amazing compound movement because you are definitely working your upper body as well. So if you want to add this to a full body workout, 10 out of 10 recommend. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to screenshot or take a picture of the screen right now so that you can have these exercises with you at all times. I will also have all the timestamps down below to each exercise. So if you ever just want a tip on one exercise specifically, you can head straight there rather than watching the whole entire video again. I also recommend watching my other top 5 glute exercises videos. I have one for dumbbells, I have one for the cable machine, I have one for resistance bands, and I even have one for my overall top 5 glute exercises. So I even had some of you binge watch all those videos and create your own glute workout from my videos, which is super cool. So if you want to do that as well, I will have all the links down below in the description box. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.